and welcome to yet another The Not So Big Show with Chris Meaux. I, of course, am your host, The Big Show. No, that's not right. That's not who I am. I'm The Not So Big Show. It's nice to, well, wait a minute. I'm Chris Meaux. Yeah, it's confusing. It's a very long name. Oh goodness. Hi, hey, folks, it's good to see you there. And of course, by see you, I mean imagine that anyone's watching this. But some people, I think, thought, man, Chris Meaux off the side of the earth. Because spheres have sides. But I'm not. I didn't go off anywhere. I didn't die. I don't think I'm dead unless this is all just a big dream. It's like the Matrix. What? I should have really probably not eaten those paint chips as a kid, but I'm back, and there was a little bit of a hiatus. Boy, that just doesn't sound like a right word to say around anybody, does it? You don't want to say that around the water cooler. Hey Ted, how's it going? I'm doing all right, Bill, but I'm gonna take a hiatus. Hey, keep that between yourself and keep that at home. I don't know what that even means. Good Lord. No one's going to see this video anyway. I'm going to have to delete it all. Woo! No, I had, it's all boiling down to a lot of different things, technical issues. And without boring you more than I already have, I filmed the last Not So Big Show with Chris Meaux around about early June, and could not get the editing software that I use to work. Could not convert the format of this that my camera uses into a format that could be edited by the software I use to edit. And then we had a number of viruses and malware and all that crap. And so I'm hoping that this one's going to see the light of day, because I've done some things and been talking to some tech guys. And I want to recommend them right now. Maybe they'll be a sponsor one day. BleepingComputer.com. Bleeping Computer is a message board, but they have these guys, very knowledgeable, and they can help you get your computer back on track. And they've been talking to me now, this one guy for 2 weeks, helping me out with the computer and trying to clean it up and all this. So anyway, that's where I've been and what's been going on. Let's get right into it, shall we? We don't have a lot of time, because remember, the man wants to keep me down. Yeah! Whatever, man. You know who we're talking about, the guy that runs YouTube, whoever that is, right? Who knows? I don't even know. I don't think YouTube even knows. They don't. By the way, I've had a lot of readers, or viewers, and by a lot I mean two, ask me, hey, Chris, what do you drink over in the beverage container? Call it a mug or a cup. What do you drink in there? And that's a good question. Personal, though, and I'm not going to answer. It's none of your business, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Mom. It was my mom that asked. No, I'm drinking today. I usually drink a little bit of water, but I've been on a seltzer kick. And not Alka-Seltzer, that's disgusting. Just seltzer water or club soda with the bubbles, like the bubbles, good for the stomach. And I like the flavor, refreshing. I'll tell you what I prefer. I'd be drinking Pellegrino if I could all the time. Love S. Pellegrino, which is a mineral water from Italy, but it's very expensive. And yeah, can't drink it like water. You see what I did there? Okay. Let's get right started, shall we? Now, just to update you on the status of the show, a lot's happened since the end of May, and I was going to announce in the last video, which I never got to make, or made but never got to air, and that is that I now have a new job. I'm going to be teaching theology over at Turlings Catholic High School, which is in Lafayette. And as a result of starting a new job, I've been very busy with that, kind of getting ready for that. And it's going to be one of those, when you start a job, first year anywhere, there's always going to be some adjusting going on. So I've had to do some adjusting in my approach to this show. And I'm by no means am I throwing away the Big Show with Chris Meaux or the Not So Big Show with Chris Meaux. But I am having to adjust my plans and my goals for the show. And that's simply just because of the time that this job is going to require, and kind of figuring out what that time is going to be, and kind of just being a little more realistic about what I can do with the show, since, it is not unimportant, of course, but it is not my main source of income. And then I also have my family and that whole process there, and they take priority. I'm not throwing away the big show. I'm radically changing the format that I'm dreaming of. And as I've said before in previous videos, I'm dreaming of having this show live with an audience at the Lafayette Public Library was the great place. And that's just still a dream, and it's still on the horizon, but not anytime soon, simply because of the logistics and the time involved. There just simply isn't a way to do it that I would feel comfortable with, and that it wouldn't come out on a regular basis. And I feel like it needs to come out on a regular basis. So what does that mean? That means that in a few weeks, the very first episode of The Big Show with Chris Meaux will air, and it will be filmed here in this house. And I will have a guest. Probably every show will have a guest, maybe two, depending. And I'm even looking at the possibility of getting a Skype guest. I haven't looked into that yet, but that would be one option to get people on the show if they did not want to come here and if they have the capabilities to Skype. So we'll see what happens with that. But for the most part, the show will be filmed here, and it may just be me at times in the super cave, as my daughter calls my nerd room, geek room, man room, or it'll be here in the lovely studios here where we live. And so it's just going to be an adventure. It's just going to be a different thing. But to get it out on a regular basis, to make it entertaining, that's the goal. And so that's where I'm going with this. And I'm hoping that you're going to come along for that ride. Hold on, I have to check my teleprompter. It's not a teleprompter. But I'm hoping you'll come along for that ride. And despite the fact that it won't be a live show, I say live, meaning an audience coming to watch it, for a while. Now, I would like by, let's say, this time next year to be able to set that up, but it's just, you don't know what the future is going to hold. You can't guarantee anything. But we're hoping, and by we, I mean me, because I am the big show with Chris Meaux, I'm hoping that in a year's time I can begin to move it to another phase. And that, of course, would be to take it with a live audience and work out the logistics of that with a little more time and kind of figuring out how that would all work. Moving on to the format. So, like I said, in a couple of weeks, I'm thinking like the second week of July, the first episode will air, filmed here, and barring any computer problems, you're going to see it. So look for that. These you might be able to see. These are The Big Show with Chris Meaux t-shirts. And since I'm on limited time, I just want to explain that kind of history that I've already mentioned. A good friend of mine, Charles Jobert, also known as Charlie, decided that he wanted to support my dream of doing this show, and he thought that one way to do that would be to have t-shirts, and so he bought the first batch, if you will, of t-shirts, the first order, from Leapery Designs. I always say that, Leapery Specialties, which is out in New Iberia. And these are great shirts. They're Gilban cotton t-shirts. You can see I'm wearing the 2XL here, or you probably can't see that unless you've got like x-ray vision and telescopic vision, right? No one's Superman, except Superman. But yeah, it's a quality t-shirt. They're pre-shrunk. How much are these? How do you get one? Great questions. I'm glad you asked them. Faceless audience. How do you get them? Well, first of all, the price. 15 big ones, $15. And if you go to The Big Show with Chris Meaux Facebook page, I will have a link up there. As soon as this video is posted, the link will be posted to an online order form. And I'm going to be honest with you right now, my preferred method of payment, which is more expedient for me, and that means more expedient for you to get your shirt, would be PayPal. And I have an exclusive deal with them, by the way. I'm not sure if you know it. I like to dream. No, but PayPal, use PayPal. I get like a cent every time I say that. No, but PayPal is very easy to use, and you simply go, if you've never used PayPal, you register for an account. It's free. I think you have to give one credit card number, or the number for one credit card, but they're not going to charge you for anything. And then that way you can, via your email address, you can send send payments to me. Maybe you already have one. If you're worried about using that, it's really not going to be a problem. Trust me, I use PayPal too often, according to my wife. So that's how you buy them. You can also use the old-fashioned check if you want to waste paper and kill trees. I personally don't care, and I've never heard a tree complain. But you can send that to me via mail, and the address will all be there on the form. moving on to viewer mail, and man, I've only got about 10 minutes. I've got about 5 minutes. And so it's very good that I don't have a whole lot of time, a whole lot of viewer mail. I want to hit two pieces of mail today over on the Big Show with Chris Meaux Facebook page. And this is from Teresa LeBlue Broussard, who is an old friend of mine. We go way back. In fact, hey, Teresa, you remember that time that fat kid in 8th grade, Mr. DeGraw's class? You remember he'd kick your desk all the time? You remember that? And you remember how one time to get him to stop, you went jab at him with a pencil? Right in the kneecap? Yeah. That was me, for those who aren't me and Teresa and everybody else who saw that. But Teresa, it worked. It got me to stop kicking your desk. But that was just me trying to mac on you. Using the 90s lingo, mac on you. Teresa writes, just watched your shows. Great job. I'll take a shirt as well. Teresa, you can take a shirt. Simply go to the order form as I explained. And thank you for watching. Thank you for the feedback. And I hope you enjoy what we have coming. Matt Carlos, another friend of mine from the class of 1994. We're getting old, guys. Nice work, my friend. The subtle inspirations of Letterman and Conan are evident. He means the muscles, Conan the Barbarian. The good thing is you're not trying to be them, you're doing your own thing. Congrats, and I look forward to seeing more. Put me down for a t-shirt, too. Matt, I want to thank you for that. A lot of people, I think, oh, he's got red hair, he thinks he's Conan O'Brien, and I don't think that. Sometimes I think I'm, St. Jerome, but that's only on Saturdays. And I really don't think that, I'm being more like one person than the other. And I thank you for noticing that. Those two guys, especially Letterman, grew up with Letterman. Oh my gosh, big influence on me, and one of the most influential, probably media figures in my adolescence. And a lot of my personality is kind of based on his. And as creepy or weird as that sounds, it's just kind of the fact. I watched a lot of that back when I was, not having a social life. And the same is true with Conan. I watched a lot of that in college, and had a lot of I was called Conan my first year of college because my hair had the wave that it still has. So thank you for noticing that. Thank you for saying that I'm not trying to ape their styles, because I'm hopefully not doing that, and they're just a part of me. And I will put you down for a t-shirt. Finally, to all of my students who are watching this and who posted on my wall from Catholic High School, I want to thank you for being you. I really enjoyed teaching you guys all 3 years that I was there. Really love you guys, and I'm going to keep praying for you as I pray for all of my former students. Those from the Eagles Nest that remain Catholic, go Eagles. And you guys over at CHS, go Panthers. You're always in my heart. You're always in my prayers. And I'm going to be praying for all of you, those still in school, those that have graduated and about to start the college experience. Good luck to you. If I can ever do anything, contact me through here and let me know. I'd be glad to help you. Thanks for watching, folks. The next time you see me, you will be watching the first episode probably of The Big Show with Chris Meaux, unless I do another one of the Not So Big Show with Chris Meaux. And I will also have, look for this, an exclusive to this show review of Transformers Dark of the Moon. I'm going to see it Tuesday in Harahan, Louisiana, in IMAX 3D. So that, you can't get nerdier than that, driving 2 hours to see a movie with giant transforming robots that you have many of the toy versions of. So more to come. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. And drink more seltzer.